right, here we are, match number 9. We're getting close to the end of our month-long tournament here, the Selfie tournament. So we just finished match number 8, 17th place in that one. That got 4 points, and then the super elimination. There was a real nice elimination in that game. Highlight reel won, so that was another 5 points for a total of 9. So he sits at 62 points. So yeah, a little bit far off of maybe the 100. I thought halfway through that 100 was a possibility, but now it's looking a little far-fetched for that. Might be looking closer to maybe 75. Could be a stretch here at this point. So, but here we are, match number 9. Long shot skin again, and now he's moving. You can see he's moving towards what's called the weather station, which is just above Caddy Corner. Probably going to this location. There is a character here that if you do eliminate the character, you get a purple scar. He drops a purple scar. So that's something that he's probably looking to do. So he's going to have to pick up some weapons, and he'll have to be a bit careful though, because that character can get some shots in on you, and if you don't have the right weapons, that could be eliminated. So at an early point in the game, that would not be what he's looking for. But I think he's demonstrating some confidence coming here, thinking that he can do that. So, but yeah, I don't think he likes his weapons at this moment. Doesn't so he's going to go a little retreat a little bit further to the back. And yes, there's a chest back here. Okay, looks like that's a good choice again, because blue weapon there, blue SMG. So now he's a little better equipped. So now he can probably take on this character. So he's just going to go back to the building. Probably see if he can collect a little bit more as he goes. Probably now also he's listening, because that character does move in a bit of a pattern. He goes between this building and the house, so he's probably just want to make sure that he catches him at the right time here. So we can hear his footsteps. Yep, there he is on the stairway. Okay, hit him with the AR. Shots in, he got hit a bit, to the SMG, getting him really good there, and then finishes him off. Okay, that was a good demonstration of how to cycle through your weapons. So he unloaded the cartridge and the AR, switched over to the SMG, and then as that cartridge was also used up, flipped over the shotgun, and because he had enough of the hit points, just was able to finish him off. So there you see, he's got the scar. But then he also did 2 things. He got a bounty, and so a bounty is you can get a bounty on a player that gets you gold if that person's eliminated by you or someone else. And then on the bottom right-hand screen, you can see that there's a bit of a yellow of the map there up in the right-hand corner. You can see that there's a yellow marking, and that's the location of that bounty. And then the second thing he did, though, was this character also will reveal the next circle, the next 2 circles of the storm. So that can be really helpful, because it gives you advance, a warning, and where is the circle going to move. Because you can somewhat predict the circle. Basically, if you're in the center of a current circle, the next circle will be it'll be close to that, but you don't know exactly. Sometimes you still might be on the outer edge of it. So it's a little bit random, and you can't really predict. So having something where you can predict where the circle is, that can be really handy, and just for your own movement. So you can see there that quickly there, and as he's walking towards Caddy, you can see that next circle is it's blinking. So it's not the current one, it's the one coming up. And that tells you that Caddy Corner is going to be in the next circle. So he doesn't have to go far at all, and that's going to be an advantage, that he can now probably hang out here. You can see, though, he was looking. So if this place doesn't have people and it's quiet, he'll just be able to gather his resources. He'll be able to find the weapons. There's a person down here, a character that upgrades weapons. So he'll be able to, use his gold for that. So this is a good situation in terms of just storm circle management. He won't have to go far, but the other part of that doesn't mean you're not going to have to be alert, because obviously if this is the circle area, people will be moving into this area. So yes, even if it's quiet now, that doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. And so he has to kind of still be on his guard. He can collect, he can gather. All right, so there's mushrooms there. He's not using the mushrooms. He has 6 minis, and yet he's down to 40 health. So again, maybe he hasn't realized his health situation. Could take a mini to get up to 50. Oh, there's another scar. So he didn't have to go up to the top to get a scar this time, but of course you don't know that ahead of time. Oh, here he's trying to use his cones again. Oh, what's he doing here? Okay, now he's getting a little creative. He's going to create a super cone. Notice how he's editing. So this is how you edit builds. He's just taking a corner, and now if he puts another cone down and does the same thing, does that corner, he'll have it like what's just a super cone here. And now that that scar is hidden. So he's just saying, well, if people do come in the area, then he doesn't want to automatically get that scar and have a weapon that's similar to his own. So yeah, still sitting there with that shield. Hasn't made any change. So obviously with the minis he could only get up to 50, but sometimes that 10 points can make a difference in a battle. And so remembering to look at your health bars is important. So he's starting a fire, but that's not going to help the shield. But again, he's been just lighting the fire, so he has a chance. But just doing that in terms of a challenge, if you get certain fires lit, it gives you XP points. So again, mushrooms on the ground, not picking them up. So I think, yeah, it's clear to me that he's just not in tune with his shield situation at this point. So just going through the building here. Here's the shield above there. Just collecting his resources. And there you can see now also on that map, right? There's that still blinking circle. So right now he's in the circle. So he doesn't have to leave. So now he's heading out. Maybe heading back to the lady. Well, what is he doing here? It looks like he's kind of looking. Ah, okay, I can see that on the map. You can see that yellow mark has moved towards him. So I'm thinking he probably is aware that that bounty is coming towards Caddy. So, but you can also see on the top left that that character also has a bounty on him, I imagine. Because if that person went up to Caddy and did the same thing he did, then they actually have a bounty on each other. So they might be tracking. That might be why he's moving to Caddy. He may know he's here. So that's going to be interesting. Are these two bounty hunters after each other? So that could be an interesting battle. So you can see that it has moved a little bit, and you can see there it just jumped on the map. That's because it updates every so often, so you don't always know exactly where that is. So he knows he's close, so he's trying to be cautious. Here, just taking his time. Where is he? Looking to the left there. Oh dear, I think we found him. Yep, there was his build. He hit him with an arrow. He's building, trying to protect himself. Oh. What are you going to do with that? He was trying to protect himself, and the builds didn't help. He was still hitting them even through the builds. So tough luck on that one. Okay, so 29th. Another quick ending here. So 29th place, that's 3 points, but no eliminations on that one. Yeah, that whole bounty situation didn't work out for him in that one. So that leaves him with a total of 65 points. And that's it for match number 9 and match number 10. And the last one, we have one last match coming up. And I kind of said, well, you'd be lucky to get to 75. So it is within reach, but he hasn't had too many games where he's had 10 or more points. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, he has one more to add to the scores that he already has for this first tournament. So it's coming to an end, but it's been a good ride. And so we'll have one more match yet, and we'll see you there at that match. And then we'll find out how he does overall. So take care. Have a good day.